Jing, jingling, 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 what fun to hear the sleigh bells jingle. Jing, jingling, 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 they set your heart a tingle. Jing, jingling, 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 I love to hear our laughter mingle. Ha ha! Ho ho! Gliding through the snow.
Hello friends, welcome to Vlogmas day 15. I have to go to work, but before I go, I thought of something that I could talk about in my vlog that might be actually kind of interesting to some of you. So to those out there who are thinking about applying for the Disney college program, or you have applied, or you're thinking about extending your spring program, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what it's like to spend the holidays at Disney World away from your family. I think this is something that everybody really wonders about before they do their fall program, and it helps people decide whether they want to do the spring program or the fall program. So if you didn't know, I did the spring program. It was Spring Advantage 2016, and I ended up extending my program into fall. So instead of leaving in August, I ended up leaving in January. So that was a big decision for me, partly because I knew I was going to be spending the holidays away from my family. Basically, I just want to talk about my experience with that. I have never been away from home for Christmas. I've spent 20 years at my house for Christmas. So last year's Christmas was the first time I was not at home. Halloween was incredible. I actually was so obsessed with being in Orlando for Halloween because I got to go to Halloween Horror Nights and Mickey's Not So Scary, and that's not really a family holiday, so it was honestly my favorite Halloween ever. So I actually really enjoyed being there for Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday, so I really liked it. Thanksgiving was actually not a big deal for me because my family ended up coming to Disney and they spent Thanksgiving Day with me, and I did have to go to work on Thanksgiving, but we got to spend a little time together, so that wasn't bad for me. That was awesome. My family got to come, but even if they didn't get to come, I think it would have been okay. So then Christmas comes, and I had to work on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It was so weird. Like, it didn't feel like Christmas. I know everybody at the park was like celebrating Christmas, and I was working on the Jungle Cruise, so we were doing Jingle Cruise, and I was literally wearing a khaki Santa hat and telling Christmas jokes, and it was very festive, but it didn't feel like Christmas. It was really odd. I can't explain the feeling. It wasn't like a feeling that I hated, but it wasn't like the best feeling, and obviously my family wasn't there. And I had my roommates. We did like Secret Santa with my roommates, and that was really fun. We got a Christmas tree, but it was so weird. It just came and left, and it was like, it was really weird. That's the best way I can explain that to you guys. And like being home now for Christmas, it feels like Christmas. It definitely, I feel the holiday spirit, but like last year I didn't really feel it, which is like, it was just really weird. And I know for some people that's like a no-go, like they physically could not be away from their family or their house on Christmas. Hi, Belle. You wanna talk about Christmas in Disney? In a DCP? What are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? Belle. Also, I know you're probably wondering, like, how are the guests during Christmas? How are the parks during Christmas? Honestly, it's a nightmare. You have to be like ready for Christmas time because the parks are absolutely insane. They're so crowded. You get blocked out as a cast member from the parks a lot during Christmas time, so honestly I didn't get to go to the parks a lot during that time. I didn't go to a single Christmas party in Magic Kingdom because I was literally working so much. If I wasn't working, my roommates were working, and that's who I wanted to go with. So I never got to go to a Christmas party. I never saw the fireworks, the parade, any of this stuff for Christmas in Magic Kingdom. At Jungle Cruise, you can't see the fireworks and they don't play the audio for the fireworks, so I never like got to experience them. I'm not gonna lie, I was like so terrified to work on Christmas Day because that's where I heard the guests are like the worst, because they'll come up to you and be like, oh, can I use my fast pass 5 hours early? And you'll say no, and they'll be like, come on, it's Christmas. And then everyone does it. Everyone does the same thing. Come on, it's Christmas, come on. And if you don't give them something special because it's Christmas, they are very upset with you because they are taking the time to be at Disney World on Christmas Day, so they expect like the whole world, which you can't give that to them because there's so many other people there. I was very thankful I made it through Christmas Day without crying because of a guest, which is a very good thing. That was Christmas. It came and went and it was kind of fine, whatever. And then New Year's came, and I really like New Year's Eve. Like, I always think it's super fun. We never do anything, but I always like the idea of like being at a party and like counting down the new year. I think it's so cool. And of course, I had to work on New Year's Eve, but not only did I work on New Year's Eve, I worked at midnight on New Year's Eve. So literally, like, the most exciting part of that day, when you count down till midnight and the fireworks go off, I was driving a Jingle Cruise boat around the river at midnight. I didn't have anybody on my boat. Thankfully, I was gonna be very upset if I had people on my boat for that. I was just driving the boat by myself, and I was on, I was just like chilling in Africa at midnight, and I heard the fireworks in the distance, and I was just like by myself, and I was like, Happy New Year. It was really depressing. That was probably the weirdest holiday that I experienced. It was just very odd. The fact that I was working while everyone else was like having fun and celebrating the new year. It's whatever, like, it's not that big of a deal, and I got over it obviously, but like, it was really weird. That's the most drastic it ever got for me. Nothing too bad. It was fine. In the long run, I would recommend a fall program because being there for the holidays is absolutely incredible. They decorate the park so well. The castle, oh my gosh, the castle when it's lit up for Christmas is the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I remember the first time I saw the castle lit up in person, I just couldn't stop staring at it. I was like, that is so beautiful. And then they would like do wishes, and then it would light up for wishes. It was so pretty. So go see the decorations, go, it's so much fun. It's really weird, but you just have to like accept that it's gonna be really weird, and then it's fun because then you get to like do Christmas with your roommates, and you get to see all the holiday stuff in the parks, and it's really fun. And you also get a 40% cast member discount, so you can buy your whole family lots of presents from Disney World at a really cheap price. So that's a plus. If you were wondering, hopefully that kind of gave you an idea of like what to expect for the holidays during your DCP, because that's how I experienced it. People probably experienced it different. I know a lot of my friends were like really homesick, which is really sad. I didn't miss home. I think it was more of just like, I missed the feeling of the holiday because that's something that I didn't really experience when I was at Disney. It was still super fun, and I would do it again if I had to. In a heartbeat, I would do it again. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to work now. I'm not gonna vlog because I'm just going to work until like super late. But hopefully this helped some of you guys. I hope this was interesting. Sorry this is not really a vlog, but I thought this topic would be really interesting for some of you to hear, and I don't think anybody's really talked about it on the DCP YouTube world. Now it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from Leah, and Leah said, I am living for your Vlogmas. Your intro always gets stuck in my head though. What a bop. Thank you so much for that comment, Leah. If you were wondering where I got that song from, it is actually something that they play in the Jingle Cruise queue. So that's how I know that song. I know it's from like something else, but that is how I know that song. So I thought it would be a really cute song to use in my intro. So I'm really glad that a lot of you guys like it. I get a lot of comments that you guys really like my intro, like the song. So thank you for that, you guys. Anyways, I hope you all have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December.
Dylan Rhodes film.